You know, don't get me started on the airlines because it'll be a long day.
We only have 30 minutes left, so we better get to some other news. Well, once again, the doctor accused of having a role in Michael Jackson's death is fighting to keep his medical license in court. And this morning we have an exclusive look from a much different perspective.
It's Dr. Conrad Murray like you have not seen him before through the eyes of his patients. Our Ted Rollins talks to those who say Dr. Murray deserves praise, not persecution.
Conrad Murray is facing criminal charges in the death of Michael Jackson. His medical license is in jeopardy, yet he continues to practice at his clinic here in Las Vegas and at a clinic in Houston. And believe it or not, patients are still coming to see him. Dr. Conrad Murray, not in a courtroom, but in a cardiology clinic, seeing patients who are eager to stand up for the man accused of killing Michael Jackson. Jerry Cause says Dr. Murray saved his life after a heart attack 10 years ago. He now drives 160 miles, nearly 6 hours round trip, to see him.
He's the most compassionate man, loves his patients better than any doctor I've ever been to. He will take time with you, as much time as it takes.
Most of these patients showed up because they were told we were coming. Many say they're upset with the media and Jackson fans portraying Dr. Murray as a murderer.
Justice for Michael!
I know for fact, just knowing the man, he did everything possible to keep Michael Jackson alive.
J.D. Nicholas is a member of the Commodores and knew Michael Jackson. He's been a patient of Dr. Murray's for 10 years. He doesn't think that his doctor is responsible for Michael Jackson's death.
I just can't see him being the person that he's being painted to be. I just can't see that. That's not the person that I know.
In the weeks before his death, while rehearsing for his upcoming concerts in London, Michael Jackson, with Dr. Murray's help, was using the surgical anesthesia propofol as a sleep aid. Murray is accused of killing the pop star with an overdose of the powerful drug.
I don't want you sedating people.
As a condition of bail, Murray was ordered not to give anyone propofol or any other anesthesia. Now the California Medical Board wants a judge to stop him from practicing medicine altogether. A motion filed last week says the board questions Murray's, quote, fundamental judgment and skill as a physician. Murray's lawyer, Charles Peckham, argues there's no grounds for taking Murray's license.
The question that the medical boards have is whether or not they have a doctor on their hands that is a threat to public safety. And he's just not. He's a good doctor. He's a benefit to his patients. He's a benefit to public health. And so they need to keep him.
Murray also has a practice in the struggling Houston, Texas neighborhood of Acres Homes. Murray opened this clinic as a tribute to his father, who spent his life practicing medicine here and is buried in the cemetery down the street. Patients here argue that taking Murray's license will hurt this underserved community.
Dr. Murray is a good doctor, very good doctor, and I recommend him around the world. And we stand together with him in this community.
Conrad Murray allowed us into his clinic to shoot videotape of himself at work and allowed us to interview the patients inside, but he refused our repeated requests for an on-camera interview. Ted Rollins, CNN, Las Vegas.
Ted Rollins for us, thanks so much. Still ahead, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're talking about the oil spill's health effects on those taking part in the cleanup and even those living